What's going on, guys? I'm Jay the Black. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in. I want to talk about Snoop Dogg, man. Snoop Dogg has been in the news recently. For one, he was able to purchase Death Row Records. So shout out to him for that. I actually tweeted about that. But now he's in the news because apparently he snatched some females' goodies. And he is being sued, which is very interesting that these guys get sued by these women, but there's never any prosecution whatsoever. It's all about getting money out of these guys, which is what it becomes. It becomes a money grab at some point, and it shouldn't be. You know, you should want justice if you have been harmed. Now, again, we don't know if this is true or not, but I do know that Snoop Dogg has quickly responded. He's quickly responded to it, and we're going to get into this article from Yahoo. It says Snoop Dogg is being sued by a former backup dancer who alleges she was the victim of trafficking and assault by the rapper and one of his associates. According to the lawsuit, private mediation was attempted Tuesday and Wednesday morning. The plaintiff attorney Matt E.O. Finklenberg of the Derek Smith Law Group filed a suit in federal court in LA immediately after talks failed. Snoop Dogg's attorney and publicist didn't respond Thursday to a request for comment. And this is what Snoop put up on his Instagram. Golddigger season is here. Be careful, nephews. Keep your guards up, the rapper posted Wednesday on Instagram. And keep your circle small. The 2022 Super Bowl halftime show performer including emojis of a police officer, a bag of money, and a judge, along with a skeptical face. The incident is questioned allegedly occurred in 2013. A woman identified as Jane Doe, who worked for and performed with Snoop Dogg, real name Calvin Brodus, and other rappers Don Magic Juan, born Donald Campbell, and several of Snoop's companies are also named in the suit. It's funny how they are using these guys' full names, government names in this. According to the suit, in May of 2013, Doe and a friend attended a Snoop Dogg show at Club Heat Ultra Lounge in Anaheim. They entered the VIP room at the club and ran into Campbell, who allegedly later invited them back to the rapper's studio. The friend left around midnight, and Campbell allegedly offered to take Doe home, or I can take you back to my place with me. Doe says she asked to go to her home. What's interesting is that her friend left, but she stayed. When your friend leaves, you need to leave as well, because you don't really know these guys. Yeah, you've seen them on TV, you've listened to Snoop Dogg's music, but you don't really know them like that. When her friend left, she should have left, okay? Unless that wasn't really her friend, okay? Because your friend shouldn't have left without you going with them. You know, y'all should have left together. Let's see. This is what Snoop Dogg posted on his Instagram, as you can see, which is still on his Instagram, by the way. He hasn't deleted it. And it's very true, man. Very true. Once he buys Death Row Records, now this comes out. You know, apparently there was some mediation going on, but Snoop Dogg doesn't feel like he did anything. But let's get into it. Doe fell asleep in the car, the lawsuit says, and awoke shortly before arriving at Campbell's home, not her own. She was exhausted and fell asleep at his place. Wait a minute. You telling me that you went to not Snoop Dogg's house, you went to Don Magic Juan's house. You fell asleep in the car. You were so exhausted that you fell asleep at his place. Once again, why didn't you go when your friend left? Why did you stay behind to the point to where you need a ride home? Why don't you have your own car? There's just so many questions in this, man. And we're going to get to more of it because I haven't read the rest of it. But I just want women to understand it is very important that if you are going to someone's studio or to a private area with men you don't know, it's very important that you have somebody with you and you don't go by yourself. It's very important that not only do you have someone with you, if that person decides to leave, you need to go with them as well. You don't need to stay behind. I don't care what they're telling you. Now, she's claiming she was exhausted and she's tired. May have been some alcohol involved. We don't know yet. She says she was exhausted and fell asleep in his place, only to be awoken around 4 a.m. The lawsuit alleges by Campbell forcing his member in her face and into her mouth. Campbell later urged Doe to put this dress on, come with him to the taping of Snoop Dogg's Double G News Network. Wait a minute, hold on. So he tries to force himself on you, and then he tells you later to put on a dress and come with him to a taping of Snoop Dogg's Double G News Network. So you don't think to call somebody, you don't think to seek help, to leave and go home. No, you get with him, you go with him again to Snoop Dogg's taping of his Double G News Network. He allegedly told her he wanted to see if the rapper would make her the weather girl. And Doe says in the lawsuit that she complied in hopes of advancing her career. Come on, people. Listen, ladies, and gentlemen too. But ladies, you cannot, I guess, go through what she went through with her being at his place and, you know, Don Magic Wand, you know, trying to get her to look at his wand, and then later say that you did all that in hopes of advancing your career. I want y'all to understand this stuff goes on a lot in Hollywood. In the entertainment industry, there's a lot of chicks that will do whatever it takes to get far. Now, I'm not saying anybody's innocent or guilty here, but I just want y'all to know what goes on. This goes on in the entertainment industry, man. A lot. It goes on a lot. There's a lot of people who are desperate to get in the industry. And a lot of these guys, like a Snoop Dogg and others, I'm not saying he's guilty, but they will take advantage of that. Yes, they will. I've seen documentaries. I've seen the stories that people have told of the things that they've done to advance into Hollywood or into the entertainment industry, the stuff that goes on behind the scenes. These guys will take advantage of that if you allow them to take advantage of that. At the studio, Doe went to the bathroom with a stomach ache only to have Brodus open the door while she was on the toilet and then enter and shut the door behind him. The suit says he allegedly removed his member from his pants and said to put it in her mouth. Sheesh. Afraid of her safety and her life, she complied, the suit says. Afterward, Doe was spotted by Campbell wandering in the studio. He called her over to take a picture with the rapper, then took her out of the studio, the lawsuit says. Doe claims in the suit that she wasn't hired because she didn't willingly and enthusiastically give Brodus top. She also alleges that she suffered various ailments since the events, including anxiety, post-traumatic stress, depression, nightmares, sleep disorders, headaches, emotional distress, and more. The lawsuit seeks damages in an amount to be decided by a jury trial. We believe, trust, and stand with our client, and we are confident a jury will too, Finkelberg told the Times via email Thursday afternoon. We take great pride in representing our courageous and brave client who refuses to be silenced and intimidated any longer. Wednesday was a big day for the rapper. Business-wise, he announced the purchase of Death Row Records, the gangsta rap powerhouse label that was released his album 1993 album Doggy Style, Feels good to have ownership of the label I was a part of at the beginning of my career as the founding members. He said in a statement, this is extremely meaningful moment for me. Listen, man, I don't know what's going on here, but it seems to me that her career was not advanced, and there might have been something that went on. We don't know, but you cannot be around these entertainers and think that they're going to help your career any way, shape, or form. You got to understand that these guys only care about themselves. These guys see you as a groupie. When you're laying up at Don Juan's house, and then I don't know what the next day or the same day, the next day you're at Snoop Dogg's studio. You don't think Don Juan has told him, hey man, you know, she'll do whatever, just go in there? Like, that stuff goes on in Hollywood. They bring girls around and to these guys, and these guys, you know, the girls are brought around for the guys to deal with. And again, we don't know who did what, but all I know is Snoop Dogg has come out publicly as if he feels like he has done absolutely nothing wrong. This is her side of the events. And she made it clear that she did all this to advance her career, which makes it even worse. It makes it even worse that you did this to further your career in entertainment instead of caring about yourself. But it's clear that this female did not care about herself in that moment. She just cared about, if I do this, then I can get here or get there. And I think you got a bunch of these chicks that have done this over the years. They will use their bodies to advance where they want to go. I'm not saying that what happened to her should have happened to her. If it's true, it shouldn't have. That's why I say women should never go around men that they don't really know by themselves, especially men in the entertainment industry. Because if this situation happened, they can hide behind lawyers. Why put yourself in that situation? Because she wanted a chance to be a part of what they were doing. Then she didn't even get the job. But Snoop Dogg is denying it. So we'll see what happens. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Like the video, share it, follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And I'll see y'all next one.